Hello there. My name is Beyond Meat, and this is my story. I'm a vegan, and I love the environment. And this kind of all started when I watched this documentary called Game Changers. Ever since then, I decided to try to live this vegan lifestyle. And living in the time period that I am, it was hard for me to find food that tasted good and that I felt good about eating.
Excuse me, sir. Are there any meat alternative products here?
Sir, I don't know what that is or why it would ever exist. Who would even ever want that? That will never exist.
And I took that personally.
His no meat burger had one of the juiciest IPOs in 2 decades, more than doubling its price on the first day. The way it works, a lot of reverse meat engineering, using only plants and finding a growing appetite among consumers.
I put my heart and soul into this company that I named after myself, Beyond Meat. We were able to get financial backing because, unlike what that meathead from earlier said, this is a real problem, and there were others that were looking for a solution. So once I got this financial backing, I worked tirelessly with item after item to try to come up with the perfect non-meat alternative. And once we introduced it to the world, it exploded.
I was the hero of vegans. I was hanging out with celebrities and swimming in cash.
And then it all came crashing down.
Slow down. What do you mean we're in a lawsuit? 2 lawsuits? What, next you're gonna tell me that we're losing money on every single product we sell? We're losing money on every single product we sell? How's that even possible?
This was probably the lowest point in my life. I lost so much money. I got evicted from my home. I lost most of my things, and honestly, I just didn't know what to do or where to go.
Not only was I losing money, but I was getting negative publicity as well. Even the local news channel picked it up as a story.
We begin tonight with a story about meat. No, not beef, but plant-based. Alternative company Beyond Meat is failing and failing hard.
That's right. With this massive public failure comes loads of questions about how. Questions we will answer tonight by breaking down their SWOT and steeple analysis.
Let's look at that strengths. Beyond Meat has a 9.8 year-over-year revenue increase. They're a high-profile company that has partnerships that speak to their strengths. KFC, Dunkin', Subway, and even Walmart. They have a strong board of directors that is helping them grow. But they do have weaknesses. They have a net loss, $336.1 million, and $1 billion in debt. Supply chain challenges, and the CEO has negative impacts on the company culture and workplace happiness. What are the opportunities? They have a strategic alliance or joint venture. They have lots of work on their R&D, and they're expanding into dense markets in India, UK, and Germany. But they also come with threats. Their market sustainability is not looking great. There's economic instability, there's risk of pricing outside of the market, and plant-based offerings from legacy food providers like Nestle, Unilever, and Tyson.
We now move on to look at their steeple analysis. Socially, 15% of American population doesn't eat meat, and 61% of these plant-based shoppers are citing health reasons. Beyond Meat is also the second most well-known alternative brand in the US. On the technological side, Israel was projected to be the center of alternative meat tech. But due to the conflict currently, that's up in the air. Researchers are on a mission to make plant-based food taste better while improving its nutritional value. On the economy side, meat substitute revenue in North America is projected to grow by $1.3 billion over the next 5 years. And the volume of this segment in the US is forecast to increase by 60.3 thousand tons over the next 5 years. On the environmental sides, there's no common standard for environmental reporting in the alternative meat industry, and products are routinely criticized for their Scope 3 emissions. The agricultural industry as a whole also produces 1/3 of greenhouse gas emissions. Politically, the SEC is weighing new rules for environmental reporting, and government subsidies for dairy and meat, large competitors, amount to about $46 billion a year. Lobbyists are also working hard to prevent plant-based products like Beyond Meat from using the words burger and sausage on their products. Beyond Meat is also facing current lawsuits over misrepresentation of their protein content and over their production capabilities, artificially inflating the price of their stock. Beyond Meat also cares about the ethical side. Animal welfare and the preventing killing animals for food is really important, but agriculture still has effects on the ecosystem.
We have just received breaking news from the food industry. 2 companies seem to be pushing Beyond Meat out of their own business. The first competitor in the market is Impossible Meat. Their objectives are to reduce the impact on the global environment and to expand to high-contact markets. The assumptions they've been making are to continue to work with a vast network of partners such as Starbucks, Burger King, and Walmart. Their strategy is to find untapped markets, retail expansion, and product diversification. Now, they have a lot of capabilities. Their partnership with the Seattle Climate Pledge Arena and the Freeple life cycle assessments they've run are really beneficial. They're moving to 100% switch to renewables, and they have very strong brand equity. Their response that we anticipate is that they're going to compete for market share with other meat alternative companies and expand through arenas and airlines.
The next competitor jostling the Beyond Meat for dominance is Cargill Proteins. Cargill Proteins aims to provide safe protein sources and create more quantity options to expand their consumer base. They have positive industry growth and continue to be a self-distributor. Cargill aims for sustainability partnerships, including with companies like McDonald's. They also are diversifying between traditional meat and plant-based products. They have capabilities of longevity and strength in industry. They have a high market share and are well positioned against the large meat market. They'll continue to promote alternative proteins and climate protection in response to the movements of Beyond Meat.
Well, that is all we have for today. Thank you for tuning into Local News.
And if we don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Ugh, I hate the news, but they're right. I was lost. I decided I needed to step up, so with only $3 and a Topgolf membership gift card, I ended up in a place I never thought I would. Food therapy.
Ah, Beyond, you're here. Welcome.
Hi there. I can't believe you know my name.
Of course I know who you are. You're the second most well-known meat alternative in the entire United States.
I am.
What can I help you with today, sir?
Well, you see, my business is failing. I'm losing so much money and my fame is just not equating to sales. And I really just don't know what to do.
I see. Well, I may have an answer for you, but I don't know if you're gonna like it.
What is it?
I think you should try to find a buyer for your company. Engage in a friendly merger and become a part of an acquisition.
You mean like, you want me to let someone buy me out?
Well, yeah. I think there's a lot of pros to mergers and acquisitions. You can increase the longevity of your brand and have access to a more diverse set of resources. This could help you solve your debt issues and boost your self-esteem, which could help you reclaim your place in the market.
Well, I guess that makes sense, but who would even buy me out?
I would love to help you out.
With the help of Cargill, we were able to get the brand back on its feet. Slowly, but surely, we climbed back to the top, and we became the world's #1 most recognized meat alternative company. Now, a part of Cargill Proteins, we finally have the resources we need to earn, expand, and excel in our market.